from NCERT textbook, class 9 mathematics, chapter number 6, lines and angle. In that, exercise 6.2. In figure 6.8, find the value of x and y, then show that AB parallel to CD. Now we have to show the that AB is parallel to CD and find the value of x. Now here we had given that these two line and this is a transversal. We have to find this, right? Now see here, if this is 130, so this is also 130. Why? Vertically opposite angle. So we can write that y equal to 130. So to prove AB is parallel to CD and find x and y, this is equal to y equal to 130. Y vertically opposite angle. Okay, this is the reason y is equal to 130. Now this one we can say it is x plus 50 is equal to 180 because linear pair. So therefore x plus 50 equal to 180. Y linear pair. Now we'll find x equal to 180 minus 50. Therefore x equal to 130, right? X equal to 130. Now x is 130 and y is also 130. Here x is 130 and y is also 130. Now this is alternate angle. If alternate interior angle are same, then we can say that AB is parallel to CD. So let us write x equal to 130 and y equal to 130 degree. Therefore x equal to y. Alternate interior angle. Now by the theorem we can write, by theorem AB parallel to CD, right? If the alternate interior angle are same, then we can say that AB is parallel to CD. Hence prove. Now question number 2. Question number 2. In figure 6.29, if AB parallel to CD, this AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF, and Y ratio Z equal to 3:7, then find x. Okay, now this is ratio, so we can take as 3a and this is 7a. Okay, so first of all we had given that AB parallel to CD and CD parallel to EF, so we can write AB is also parallel to EF. Let us write down. Now what we had given, that given AB parallel to CD and CD parallel to EF. Okay, so we can write therefore AB is parallel to EF. Now we have Y and Z, so let Y equal to 3x and Z equal to 7x. Here equal to 3x and Z equal to 7x. Okay, now if we, this is x is equal to Z. Why? Because alternate interior angle, right? If these all are parallel, then we can say this x and z equal to, which is equal to y, because alternate interior angle. Now let us write 2x plus 3x. X plus y equal to 180. Why? Because co-interior angle. And if we plus co-interior angle, then it is equal to 180. Now instead of x I can write z. So z plus y equal to 180. Why? Because as x is equal to z. Now x, instead of z we have to write the value, which is 7x plus y is 3x equal to 180. Here x becomes same, so I am taking a variable a. Okay, you can take any variable because it is confusion, so I am taking here a. So here it is x only, this is a and a. Now 7a plus 3a equal to 180. 7 plus 3 is 10a equal to 180. So a equal to 180 upon 10. So 0 cancel. So a equal to 18. Now a is equal to 18. So we can find y and z first. So y equal to 3a. So 3 into 18, which is equal to 8 3s are 24, 3 1s are 3, 4 5, 54 degree. Z equal to 7a, which is equal to 7 into 18. 7 8s are 56, 7 1s are 7, 8 9 10 11 and 12. 126 degree. And x is equal to z, so z is 126 degree. So we have x, y and z value. Question number 3. In figure 6.30, if AB parallel to CD, means these two lines are parallel, EF perpendicular to CD, EF is perpendicular to CD, and GED equal to 126 degree. G, E and D, this whole angle is 126 degree. Find AG, AGE. This angle we have to find. Okay. GEF, GE and F means only this much. This much angle we have to find. And FGE, FGE and this. Okay. These three angle we have to find. Now how we can find? First of all, this is transversal line if we extend it. Okay. Now this and this angle, this whole angle and this whole angle are equal. Why? Because alternate interior angle. So this is also 126. So 1 we find directly only. So let us write down here whatever given in which that I had written, that given AB parallel to CD and EF is perpendicular to CD, GED equal to 126. GED equal to 126 degree. We have to find this angle, this and only this much. Okay. First of all, what I am saying, that these two are alternate angle, right? Because this is transversal line. Then how we can write that? Angle AGE equal to angle GED. GED. Why? Alternate interior angle. Okay. So therefore angle AGE, which is equal to GED, is 126. Now this we find as it is 126. Okay. Now here one angle is, that is 90 degree. This is 90. Whole angle is 126. So we can find this like this way, that angle GEF plus angle FED equal to angle GED, whole angle GED. This angle, this is perpendicular line, okay, so it is 90 degree, and this angle we have to find out, that is written as FGEF, okay. So therefore angle GEF plus FED is 90 degree here, equal to GED is whole is 126, 90. Why? Because EF perpendicular to CD, that's why it is 90. Now we can find this angle equal to 126 minus 90 degree. Therefore angle GEF equal to 6, 12 minus 9 is 3, 36 degree. So only this angle is 36 degree. Now if we have this 126, okay, we can find this. Why? Because it is linear pair. So 126 plus this angle is equal to 180. So let us write there, angle AGE plus angle FGE equal to 180. Why? Linear pair, okay. So it is linear pair. AGE is 126 degree plus FGE we have to find equal to 180. So FGE equal to 180 minus 126. So angle FGE is equal to 10 minus 6 is 4, 7 minus 2 is 5. So 54 degree. So this is 54 degree. So we have find out all three angles. So we'll write at the last, angle AGE equal to 126 degree, angle GEF equal to 36 degree, and angle FGE equal to 54 degree. Question number 4. In figure 6.31, if PQ parallel to ST, angle PQR equal to 110 and angle RST equal to 130. Find QRS. Okay, one angle which is given PQR 110, another angle we had given that is 130, 130, that is RST. We have to find angle QRS. This angle we have to find. Now it is written that draw a parallel line to ST through point R. So we can draw here parallel line which is parallel to ST. Okay. Now we have to point this. Now what we can do, we have to find this angle. So let us find that. Whichever we had given, let us write that. Now whichever we had given, that I had written that PQ parallel to ST, and angle PQR is 110 and angle RST is 130. Now we have to draw AB. Okay, AB parallel to ST. Now here AB is parallel to ST and PQ is also parallel to ST. So we can write by the theorem that AB is parallel to PQ, right? Right, if the same line is parallel to another line, so that another line we can say that they are parallel. Now this line and this line is also parallel, these two also parallel. Okay, now what we have to do, that we can say as this PQR and QRA, like this way. These two angles are co-interior. Let us see, this is transversal line. Okay, so this Q and R is co-interior. So let us write that angle PQR plus angle QRA is equal to 180. Why? It is co-interior angle. Okay, if one angle we had given, which is 110, so we can find QRA equal to 180. Angle QRA equal to 180 minus 110. So angle QRA equal to 0. 8 minus 1 is 7 and 1 minus 1 is 0. So QRA is 70. So I am writing here in figure it is 70. Now we can say that if SR is transversal line, so angle S and angle R is co-interior. So we can write 130 plus angle R equal to 180. So let us write same way as co-interior angle TSR plus angle SRB equal to 180. Why? Because it is co-interior angle. Okay, so one angle is given, which is 130 plus angle SRB equal to 180. So angle SRB equal to 180 minus 130. Therefore angle SRB equal to 0. 8 minus 3 is 5, 50 degree. Now I am writing here in figure it is 50 degree. Okay, now this one angle this and angle this. Okay, now whole this is what? Linear pair. 70 plus this angle plus this 50 equal to 180 because it is linear pair. So let us write angle QRA plus angle, which angle we have to find? QRS plus angle SRB equal to 180 because supplementary, or you can write linear pair angle. Okay, supplementary angle. So QRA is 70 plus this angle we have to find plus 50, which is equal to 180. 70 plus 50 is QRS equal to plus 120, which is equal to 180. So therefore angle QRS equal to 180 minus 120. Therefore angle QRS equal to 0. 8 minus 2 is 60. So angle QRS is 60 degree. So I am writing here 60 degree. Question number 5. In figure 6.32, if AB parallel to CD, this AB is parallel to CD, angle PAPQ equal to 50, APQ equal to 50 and PRD equal to 127. Find X and Y. Now this is parallel line. Two angles we had given. Another we have to find. Okay, X and Y we have to find. So how we can find this? Let us see. Now whichever we had given, I had written here AB parallel to CD, angle APQ equal to 50, angle PRD equal to 127. Now how we have to find out? See, now this is transversal line PQ. If this is 50, so X is also 50 because alternate interior angle. So angle PQR equal to angle APQ. Why? Alternate interior angle. Okay, therefore angle PQR is equal to x angle PQR is equal to, what is the value? 50 degree. Therefore angle PQR is x equal to 50 degree. Now what we have to find? Y. Now just see that if this is transversal line, so PRD is equal to APR, this whole. Okay, if this whole is 127, now we can minus this 127 minus 50, so we can find y, because its whole is 127 equal to 50 plus y. So let us write it down. That first of all, what we will write, that angle PRD is equal to angle APR, y, alternate interior angle. Now if it is equal, so PAPR is equal to 127 degree. Okay, here this way I am written over here. So angle APR equal to 127. Now we have to plus this angle. Angle is angle APQ plus angle QPR equal to angle APR. Now APQ is 50, QPR we have to find, so that is y, which is equal to APR is 127. So y equal to 127 minus 50. So y equal to 7 minus 0 is 7, and 12 minus 5 is 7. So answer is y equal to 77. Therefore x equal to 50 and y equal to 77 degree. Number 6, in figure 6.33, PQ and RS are two mirror plates parallel to each other. An incident ray AB strikes the mirror PQ at B. The reflected ray moves along the path BC and strikes the mirror RS at C, and the again reflect back along CD. Prove that AB parallel to CD. Now here PQ and RS is two mirror placed each other at parallel, means PQ parallel to RS, and incident ray AB strike this incident ray AB strike this BC. Okay, strike the mirror PQ at B, strike the mirror PQ at B, and reflect ray moves along the path BC. This is incident ray AB and BC is reflected ray, and then this move along to path BC and strike the mirror RS at C. Now this is incident ray and CD is reflected ray again, and go along back CD. Prove that AB parallel to CD. We have to prove this, AB parallel to CD. Let us prove this. Now whatever we had given, that APQ parallel to RS, AB, BC and CD are ray, AB, BC and CD are ray, and we have to construct this BM parallel to BM perpendicular to PQ and CN perpendicular to RS. This we have to construct with your own. Okay, BM and CN perpendicular. Now if we write proof BM perpendicular to CN, this BM is parallel to CN, while perpendicular on parallel are also parallel. Now if you just draw the perpendicular line with a parallel line, then whichever the perpendicular line is parallel to another perpendicular line. Okay, so this BM is perpendicular to CN. You can draw any perpendicular line from the any this parallel line PQ and RS, then they are both are the parallel also. Now what we have to write, that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. This angle 1 is equal to angle 2 because law of reflection. If this incident ray is reflected ray, then this is called equal. This both are equal. This is incident ray AB and BC is reflected ray. So according to the law of reflection, incident ray equal to reflected ray. So I am writing 1 equal to 2 and 3 equal to 4. Here also same, this is BC is incident and CD is reflected. So according to the law of reflection, 3 is equal to 4. Incident ray is equal to reflected ray. So angle 3 is equal to angle 4 because of law of reflection. Okay, now let's give this equation 1. Now angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Wow. See, if it is parallel, then this 2 and 3 is alternate interior angle. Angle 2 and angle 3, only this you have to see. Okay, if BM and CN is parallel, then 2 and 3 is alternate angle. So 2 is equal to 3. Why? Alternate interior angle. Okay, if 2 is equal to 3, so we can write that 1 is equal to 2 and 2 is equal to 3 and 3 is equal to 4. So 1 equal to 2 equal to 3 equal to 4. Okay, here we have to give this 2. Okay, 1 is equal to 2, 1 equal to 2, 2 equal to 3 equal to 4. From 1 and 2. From here 1 and 2. Then if we write angle 1 plus angle 2, which is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Now if we plus these two is equal to these two only, because all are same. So if we plus, then it will make the same. Now see in this figure, if 1 plus 2 means angle 1 plus 2, whole angle is angle ABC. So I am writing instead of angle 1 plus 2, angle ABC, which is equal to this whole angle 3 plus 4 is angle BCD. So angle BCD. Okay, if these two, here this angle and this angle, this both are interior angle, alternate interior angle cross. Okay, so if this is alternate interior angle, so we can say that AB is equal to parallel to CD, right? By the theorem that if the alternate angle, this is alternate interior angle. If this is alternate interior angle, so we can say therefore AB is parallel to CD, because by the theorem that if alternate interior angles are equal, then we can say that AB is parallel to CD. Thank you for watching this video.